take you through it.
All right, Ja'Qurious, thank you for visiting with us for a couple of minutes. We will go back over to Greg Barnes to get us going here. Go ahead, Greg.
Hey, Ja'Qurious, with the move to safety, would you say you're pretty much locked in at safety now, or are you still doing a little bit of work at nickel?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty much locked in at bandit. I think all the coaches think that's the better fit for me, to be more physical and be more in the run fit.
Did you know when you enrolled that you eventually would get to be a safety and that nickel was kind of a temporary thing, or did you think that the nickel may be something that would stick?
Really, I started off at safety. He wanted me to learn free safety at first, but then the transition to nickel just came out of nowhere from Coach Bateman. So I thought that was just going to stick. But then once spring came and he just threw me in the fire, just put me at bandit, and it was like he wanted me to hear for this certain reason and this reason. So now I'm just trying to learn the plays and just make sure I'm in the right place at the right time.
All right, thank you.
Gregory Hall.
What have you learned about yourself as a player as you've kind of gone through that transition to where you are now?
I learned that I'm physical. Like at bandit, you always in the run fit. So I learned that when I'm there, I just come down and I love to tackle. So I learned that I'm physical, I'm strong. I learned that mentally that I can do anything. Just that transition was kind of hard. So learning the plays weren't the easiest thing for me. So spring, I couldn't really do anything. I felt lost. I felt slow. I couldn't do anything. But just getting in the film room with Bateman every day, he pushed me to learn the plays, and he made sure I was there every single day with him, just learning the plays. And now I think this camp had really, really blessed me and really, really showed me what I can do.
And then working alongside Giovanni, what have you like about him, and what's he like as a player?
Honestly, I love Gio. Gio helped me with a lot. Like if I'm really struggling, I can look at Gio and he'll help me out. He knows both free safety and bandit. So if I need the help, what scheme we running here and what play we're gonna run here, he'll be able to. I can look at him and help him, or he'll help me. And then I can look at him. I learned to be more vocal also, so I can look at him and I'll tell him what I'm got, and he'll just give me a thumbs up. So I love Gio a lot.
Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Coach Bateman actually told us, I think it was yesterday, about the communication that's necessary at safety as opposed to nickel. So you just kind of hit on that a little bit. How much of a challenge was it to become more vocal, to be a guy that kind of is supposed to know what everybody in front of you is supposed to do and be able to communicate that to them?
Honestly, it was kind of hard for me because I'm not as vocal. Like even outside of football, I don't talk as much. So just being able to come down and tell everybody else what he got was kind of hard for me at first. And Nick will really just look back at Trey or whoever was playing free safety at the time, and they'll tell me what I got, and I really don't have to communicate that much. But now I really have to communicate and tell Trey I'm running this, or tell rushes what I'm running, what they're running, so and where to fit and when I'm fitting in. So I think I became a lot more vocal, and I'm loving that about myself.
And you just said a minute ago about how Gio helped you out. Coach Bateman said yesterday that when you moved to safety, that whole group came in and helped you out, that maybe in some programs, a freshman who started somewhere going into somebody else's position might be difficult for some guys. But he said it wasn't for that group. They all jumped in and they embraced the move and they helped you out. Can you speak to that?
Yeah. Honestly, our safety room, we like brothers. We all fight. We love to talk mess to each other. So we love to fight. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we trying to be the best the best on the field. Like in our eyes, we look at it as we the best people on the field, and we the most athletic. So we trying to help each other. We trying to win games. And if we all not together, then we just gonna lose a lot of games. So I think as a team, we came together and just made sure everyone knew what they were doing at the right time.
Thank you.
Okay, over to CL Brown.
Yeah, I was curious what your transition was like last year. Were you just wanting to be on the field in whatever capacity they needed you, or did you kind of have to get over the hump playing nickel because it doesn't kind of naturally fit, your skills?
Nah, I'll say that I just wanted to play. Like anywhere, I'm the type of person. Anywhere you needed me, I'm gonna go. If Bateman looked at me and told me one day that I had to go to linebacker, I would go to linebacker and just do everything I can to help the team out. I'm a team player, so it's not just about me. I just want to help the team.
And as physical as you are, what is it like having to? You probably came up more along the lines of, you know, they've tried to clean up hitting in football, and so your mentality probably for a while now has been, you know, what's a good hit and what's not a good hit. But how do you make that split second decision, you know, whether to go in, whether to ease up, whether somebody at all? Kind of like, is there any formula to it for you, whether to hit or not?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think for the most part, I just like it's just come kind of natural. Now I kind of grew it. When I was younger, I was not physical at all. But coming to college, that I just knew I would have to be more physical. I knew I was tackling bigger people, and I was going to go against bigger people. So I think it's just natural. Like it's just a split second, so you don't really get that much time to think. I think you just know when is a good tackle and when it's not. So you know when to go for the legs and when to hit higher. So I think that's just natural. It just comes.
Over to Ross Martin.
Hey, Ja'Qurious, what do you think is the strength of this defense?
The strength of the defense, I think, like, are you saying like players or just?
Yeah, I mean, it could be position groups or players. I mean, where do you think the strength of this is 2021 UNC defense is?
Honestly, I'm gonna start with the linebackers. All the linebackers, even the freshmen, Raw and Power, those two, we can take Gimbal and we can take all the older classes out of there and put those two in, and those two is just gonna fire up and strengthen the defense even better. They strong and they're fast, so they're gonna get to the ball either way. And then I think the safety group and the nickels are as a stream group. But overall, I think the whole defense is going to be amazing this year. Y'all gonna see something good this year.
Great, thank you.
Michael Coe, go ahead.
Hey, Ja'Qurious. Yesterday, Coach Bateman said that last season really hardened you guys, talking about the secondary. How would you say that last season hardened you individually?
Just being a freshman, obviously you're not expecting to start. So from that standpoint, just coming in and actually starting, you know, you kind of get over that, oh, I'm a starter, and more so like this is a team. Like this, it's not just about me. I got there, but I would say just to play. Like I love football, so it just come out there and be the best you can every single day.
Thank you.
All right, back, Greg, one more, and we'll close up here with Ja'Qurious.
Hey, we're going to be talking to Emery here in a minute. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what he brings to the table as a wide receiver.
Emery is strong. Emery is fast. He got a lot faster than he did. I remember one day in the locker room, we were joking on how slow he was, and then he comes out here, and every single day he's on the board, and he's running the 21 every single day, 21 miles per hour. So, you know, I think Emery's going to be a great player. He's going to be he's going to be just like Diami. We're going to throw a lot of deep balls to him. He just got to continue to be strong and continue to be get faster and continue to just get over that mental part of the football game and just play. I think Emery's going to be a great player.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for a couple minutes today. Appreciate it.